so don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart. How you keep changing for him. Never forget who you are.
Not you. You are already zoomed in now. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry for that, guys. I'm trying to actually get the camera to focus. Not so much of focus, but then just not blur. Anyway, so that was that. There was a lot of... Actually, in that 6 months of him coming back, there was a lot of down moments, then up. And also, it was just bad, man. It was just bad. Our communication was bad. It was just bad. It was just anyway. Fast forward, it was those maltreatment and stuff like that, of which I was like, you know what? I don't know what to do. My plan is to be with this guy for the rest of my life, but he's treating me horribly. Why am I still here? Anyway, so the straw that broke the camel's back was one day. One day we were going for shopping. We were going for food shopping. I think we had already had a fight the night before or the day before. Sharp. About him jabbing me about something. Sharp. So now we have to go buy food the Saturday. Yes, the Saturday. So the Saturday, we go to Vernil. We park upstairs, and I get out of the car. I get a trolley, and we are going now. We are going to Checkers. To be quite precise, we're going to Checkers. So already, you are already jabbing me about so many things. You're being rude to me, guys. Bye, guys. Saying you are. If you're gonna be rude to me, I'm gonna cut you out of my life. I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience for rude people. I really do not have the patience. And mind you, that was actually me trying to recover from seeing my own child die. Me trying to actually heal myself back to life. And now this, I don't have the energy. So with that being said, so we're going to Checkers. I take the trolley, and then we are pushing into Checkers. While I have the trolley in my hands, was he the one pushing? I think he was the one pushing it. He jabs me again. I was here. I was like, egg was heartful. I was like, he jabs me about finances again. I'm like, you know what? I told you already that this topic is making me feel very, very uncomfortable. Number one, a conversation that we have had, and you don't seem to stop. You keep on jabbing me about it, and it's really becoming annoying. So he's like, I know, I'm not gonna edit. I'm not gonna bring it up again. Sharp. So now I'm livid. Now I'm angry. Now I am just not having it. I am Kako. I'm not having it. So we come into Checkers, and then he's like, and I'm like, so you complain about finances again? And mind you guys, before that, I actually asked this man, can we afford our life? Because he keeps on bringing up this finance thing. I'm like, can we afford our life? We can always move to a smaller place until we can get our finances right, because now we have a wedding. What is exactly happening? I know he got angry because of the fact that I'm trying to actually understand him. By now, let's just move out of this place. It's a bit expensive. Let's go. Let's move. No, we can afford this. Let's go. So we come in Checkers. He's pushing the cart. He's like, Dora, I'm not like, no, so that you can have an opinion about the finances again. No, I'm not gonna do that. So he said, no, I'm not gonna say anything, Dora. And then that day I bought nonsense because I was just taking and throwing. So I took and threw, and then I went to so I left him with the trolley. I was done. I left him with the trolley. I went to the car. He's calling. Where are you and stuff like that. I wasn't, of course, replying. So fast forward, he comes to the car, he pays, he comes to the car, he find me at the back of the car. I was just sitting there, and I was really, I was defeated, guys. I was so defeated. I was like, what? Who is this person? Who is this man? Because as I said, when we started, I think this maltreatment only started in that 6 months after me finding out, and even a few days, a few months before me finding out. That's when all of this nonsense actually started happening. It was a lot. It was a lot I took in. That's why, guys, that 6 months I didn't even know who I was. I didn't, you know what? And I even in my healing journey, I'm actually writing to myself. I'm saying I'm so sorry for putting you through this. I'm so sorry. I keep on apologizing to myself because what I put myself through because of that. It's a position that I've never been in my life, and I don't want to be there. I swear I don't want. I'd rather be alone than be there. Anyway, he comes to the car. I climb Kongot Fair because I'm at this point like it's heartful. So I climb on the Kongot Fair, and then I had to drop him off he had to drop himself off at soccer practice. So we were quiet the whole entire way. And I remember we came to Commersdal Stadium, Commersdal campus, UNAM campus, and I dropped and he got out of his side of the car, and then I got out of my side, and then he stood by the car, and I said to him, "It's so sad how a little bit of money changed you," and I drove away, and I literally almost, I was so mad. I was so mad. I think I could have actually driven on top of his toes and I wouldn't have even cared. That's how angry I have actually become. And I couldn't even remember that girl. I couldn't even remember who the hell was that. Driving over people's toes. What the hell is that? I don't want that. Anyway, so fast forward. That day is just the day that I decided, you know what, let me just pull a line here. Let me just pull the plug off of this whole thing. Because this Omarurunganu, I don't want it, darling. I do not want it at all. I met a very, very nice guy. I met a very, very apologetic person. I met a very Pothia. Now it's a whole boastful person. Now it's a whole rude person. Now it's a whole, I'm like, no, this is not what I'm settling for. I come to my dad's house. I cry my tears out. So thinking this man is gonna call me and say, "Baby, what's up? Where you at? Where you been?" Where? Nothing. Zero. I think he only called me once or twice, and I was like, nah, this is not what I want to do. This right here is not what I want to do. So that was like in October. October. Yeah, it is October. So that was like in October. So I stayed at my dad's house. So in my mind, I was telling myself, Kushavi, I'm gonna stay here for a few days. If this man does not come and look for me, that's a sign from my forefathers. That is a sign. Oh, that is it, you know. So that's what I have actually told myself. So I stayed the Sunday. Yeah, I stayed the Sunday. I stayed the Monday. I stayed the Tuesday. The Tuesday he sends me a text. He's like, "I hope you're doing well." Didn't of course reply. Also yeah, so I stayed the Tuesday and I didn't reply the text, and the Wednesday he didn't do anything, and the Wednesday evening I told his parents, I told his mom what is actually happening, because now we are not just boyfriend and girlfriend, now we are fiance. Now it's like, you know, the families are involved or are about to get involved. So I told them that no, this is what has been happening, and I don't think I want this anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't think I want. Love your son very much, but love me first. I really love me first. So they had, I don't know whether they called him or whatever, because the Thursday he calls and he wants to talk. You know why I laugh? It's so sad how someone else out of your relationship is gonna make you call your girlfriend that you actually wronged. You, he was exerting narcissistical behaviors and abusive behaviors also, because and the one thing that I actually told him is that that day, I think I didn't go the. Okay, he said the Thursday he wants to talk, and then I said, "Can we meet the Saturday?" I think it was a Saturday. Then I said, "No, let's just meet the Saturday." And so the Saturday we met, and I was miserable. I was miserable. I missed him. I was in pain. I was a mess. I was a big mess. I was because that's the problem with me is that, but I'm actually learning now. The problem with me is that when I do get in a relationship, I am in that relationship, darling. There is no, I'm gonna see Peter on the side, I'm gonna see John on the side. No, it's just you and me. Let's rock, let's go. This is the type of person I am. And I'm not with saying that I'm actually learning, it's not about I actually put you have a pedestal, bruh. You have a pedestal. And for me, saying that I'm learning, I'm not gonna learn to actually start seeing John and Peter on the side. I'm actually gonna start prioritizing the things in my life, because when and I'm just learning to put me first. I'm just learning to put me first, and I'm just learning to actually pick up red flags as they come. I'm not going to okay, when I'm talking about, maybe I must actually sit it out or whatever. I'd rather have my kids and raise them by myself. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that than stay in a marriage where my kids see me cry every day. My kids see me just be a miserable father, a miserable person, a miserable mother. No, that is not what I want to be. Because the thing is that I've always told myself that I'm not going to do that, because I've seen my mom actually go through the worst. So I told myself, no, I'm not going to settle for that. And lucky enough, I have men in my life who actually love me. So I don't really have a hunger or a drive to be validated by men and stuff like that. I really do not have that. And Daddy, I thank you so much for, oh my goodness, this is not getting too serious. But I'm actually very grateful for my dad. I am so grateful for the man who he is, because he loves me so much, and I am so appreciative of that. I love you so much. Thank you so much for just always being there. Because I remember when I was actually younger, because my dad didn't really have money. He was not so moneyed, and there were times where I was almost given to another father because he was more moneyed. So I'm really grateful that you made an impact in my life, and you helped raise me into the woman that I am today. So, and the woman that I am today is not going to settle for a man's BS and a man mistreating me. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Daddy. So let's go back to the video. Anyway, with that being said, so the Thursday comes, he wants to speak. I'm like, oh cool, now can we speak on Saturday? And you can't come to my house because my siblings don't like you right now. So and also that grateful to my siblings. Yes, you guys were actually there for me. I know that it was not a thing of a thing of just the presence, hey, just the presence, because it was a thing of being sidetracked from everything that is actually happening in my life, and us playing games and stuff like that was actually more than enough. I didn't even need more. Anyway, so Saturday comes. Was it Saturday? Saturday evening comes, and he's at his place, and I drive to his place. We are now it's his place. My things are still in there, but now it's his place. So he's like, no, I'm sorry, can we fix this, what. He's just there being apologetic. I'm like, why? We have actually been through this. Like, you are very rude to me. I don't know what is happening. I don't understand that. Can you just be more open for me to understand what is happening? And he's like, yeah, no, just come back home. I'm gonna tell you. I just need a little bit time about to tell you about the other thing. And I'm like, I was so miserable. I was dark and skinny. Oh, I guys, I was miserable. I was so miserable, Anyway, so fast forward, he's like, yeah, no, can you please come home today? I really, really miss you. Whatever. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go to my dad's house and sleep on this, because I'm tired. At this point, I am so tired. So I say I'm gonna go home. So I go home with I think I come with one of my siblings. I go home and I'm happy now. There is a happy in me. There is a, okay, we are building this, we are so now there is a, okay, cool, we're trying to make it work. Okay, let's go, okay, but right now I just need to sleep on it, but I am actually going back. Anyway, so fast forward, he texts me. He's like, what are you doing? I think late in the not in the wee hours, but then around 10ish or whatever, because we spoke around 3-4ish. So we saw each other around 3-4ish, and then I came home, and then he was like texting me and stuff like that, just, I don't know, just trying to check on me or whatever. Anyway, so fast forward, it's morning time. I'm now supposed to like go back home. I'm now supposed to go back to our apartment. He calls me. He is crying, or he has a flu. I don't know. One of the two is either he was crying or he had a flu. Sharp. He's like, you know what? I've actually thought about it, but I think I just wanna let you go. I'm like, what you mean let me go? Because when we were sitting in our room, I've actually told him that it's okay. It's gonna hurt me when you do let me go, because I'm not done with you. So it's gonna hurt me when you let me go, because he was treating me like that. So I was like, bye, just say it, bro. Just say it. I will actually take it on my chest. It's gonna hurt, but I'ma move on. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna look at me now. Anyway, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna move on. By the message, just tell me. And then he was like, man, that is what I was saying in the room, because his actions and his words were not actually matching. But when we met, that guy's actions were out of this world. Not when we met, even when we were dating, bruh, his actions were out of this world. He would actually do things without even saying them. He would just do. Anyway, I think that's also the part of the reasons why I actually fell in love with him. It was not a I'll buy you flowers and then I need to ask for the flowers. No, it was like, I got you flowers, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool, type of situation. Fast forward, I was like, okay, are you sure that, oh no, I didn't say are you sure. I said you were just willing to fight for it yesterday, but now you're like, you want to let it go? What does that mean? So, and then I was like, you know what, whatever, okay, all right, okay, let me just dance to your tune. So then I told him, you know what, I'm gonna come in to get my stuff later in the day or whatever. And then that's what happened. I went, I got my stuff. He wasn't there. He wasn't there, and he had given me the keys. And when he hey guys, see, yeah, hi guys, relationships are crazy. So when he was giving me the keys, he had a floppy, and it was like right here. I don't know whether he was hiding his red eyes, of which I saw. The question I asked myself today is that, why do all of these things if you're gonna hurt yourself? I don't get it, So yeah, I saw his red eyes. I don't know whether it was red eyes from not sleeping yesterday or it was red eyes from crying. I don't know. I was not there. So his other friend was also, and you know what? I'm for the other friend. We we don't speak that much anymore, but I'm so grateful that you were actually there for him, that you could actually do all of the rounds and stuff like that. Thank you so much. Anyway, so with that friend, so I think I had taken, because the thing is that when I was actually packing, my mind was not there. Yo, my mind was a mess. I was a haze. Yo, I was a mess. I was so much of a mess that when I look in the mirror, I wouldn't even recognize myself. Anyway, so I had actually taken a few things that don't belong to me, and not I, but the people who were helping me pack. So I told him that no, I took a few things when you were behind, stuff like that, and then he was being I don't know where all this stupid pride came from. Because the things that I was like telling my battery that actually belong to you, just please come getting it. Like, yeah, no, keep it. And then later he's like, I'm like, isn't that what I was saying? Like, stupid. Anyway, isn't that exactly what I was saying? Nanga enjoy pride. In this dude, we are now splitting. So it's fine. Calm down. Anyway. So fast forward, he came to get his bags. I think I had taken his bags because I needed to put in my clothes or something. Yeah. So he came in a few things that I've actually accidentally taken also, and also that was also taken by the other girls who actually packed. And that was that. Oh my word, this thing is so long. I'm so sorry. Anyway, guys, this is actually the end of the conversation. That's what happened. That's why you don't see him anymore. That's why we're here. But I feel like I'm actually at a better place. I don't feel like I am actually at a very, very better place with myself. I can recognize myself now. Oh, guys. The one thing that I hated about that relationship is that in that time that he came back was me not being able to recognize myself, because now I'm better. Now I'm angry. Now I'm just I'm a person wishing for another person to die. You? I know, and I didn't like that side of me. I really, really didn't like that side of me. And now when that happens in my life, when someone actually provokes a side of me that I don't want to see, or that I'm not comfortable with, I just cut them off. That's it. That's just as simple as that. Anyway, the dating streets are cute. The dating streets are actually cute right now. I am busy talking to people. People are busy being cute. Anyway, guys, this is not an updated video of are we dating, are we what. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a long story. I had to actually just give it all to you guys because I feel like I owe it to you guys, because what I'm introducing to people and then they're just gone. What happened type of situation. So yeah, I'll certainly see you guys on the flip side.